Okay. Alright. What's next on the list? Oh god. Oh man. Oh god. Oh man. Oh god. Oh man. Oh god. I can't do that again. I'm not going to evacuate my stomach just to watch that movie. No, but I want to do A Christmas Carol. There's so many versions of it. Let me think. I know. I'll find another animated version of it. Oh, let's see. A Christmas Carol. I need a version that will piss people off as much as I am watching these Christmas movies. So, I don't know. Let's see here. Yes. Yes. That'll do just fine. Greetings once again, everyone. Sol here. I have only one rule here. If it's animated, I'll comment on it. And what you have just seen is a semi-accurate depiction of myself upon realizing that deciding to review 2009's A Christmas Carol was pointless, not to mention torture to my gastric system, because I'm pretty sure my arguments would be too similar to the Polar Express. So instead of doing something pointless, we're gonna do something more pointless by reviewing a movie that no one has any faith in whatsoever. You might say that that is 100% pointless, and you are right. But you know what? What are the holidays if not a time for indulgence? And maybe I want to have some fun for once. God damn it. So, let's take a look at the most confusing of adaptations, Barbie in A Christmas Carol. Now, we're just gonna speed through the history lesson with this thing because I don't think a single one of you cares about the background behind this piece of shit. Okay, so, Barbie in A Christmas Carol is an adaptation of Charles Dickens' classic novella, A Christmas Carol, and is the 14th CG Barbie movie to be released, coming out as a straight-to-DVD film distributed by Universal Pictures in November 2008. And, yeah. That's pretty much it. So, is everybody ready for this? I know I am. Let's watch a movie adapted from a story about selflessness and love as portrayed by a soulless and materialistic product. This is gonna be fun times, I know. So, since this is an adaptation of one of the most, if not the most famous Christmas story of all time, you'd think I wouldn't have to bother with explaining the plot, right? Well, I was under that impression too, till I watched the damn thing. So, right off the bat, the title itself is a fucking lie. Great. It shouldn't be called Barbie in A Christmas Carol, it should be called Barbie uses A Christmas Carol as a framing device. Anyway, Barbie, trademark, tells her little sister Kelly, sold separately, of the story of Eden Starling, a woman from Victorian London who is, well, a big bitch. More specifically, she's a famous singer who acts like a bitch, is visited by the ghost of her Aunt Marie, and then the three spirits of Christmas and blah 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 blah, you know this part. It sounds like the only thing they switched up was the main character, yes? Well, just keep watching, my friends. So, moving along here, the protagonist is Eden Starling. Oh, I get it. Who, like I said, is a pretty huge bitch who only thinks of herself and claims that, in a selfish world, the selfish succeed. Okay, well, sure, but that doesn't excuse the fact that she's a sweaty douche. Anyway, she threatens to fire her employees at her theater if they even so much as talk about Christmas in her presence, and makes them work through Christmas instead of going home to be with family. Due to her, well, bitchiness, Eden is visited by the ghost of her Aunt Marie, who tells her to stop being such a bastard, and enlists the help of three spirits of Christmas to help Eden see the light of the season and stop being such a knob. In terms of personality, Eden is basically just Scrooge from the original Dickens tale. But instead of being a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner, her traits are just watered down into bitch. And she suffers the same problem as Davy from 8 Crazy Nights, in that she's so terrible to the people around her in an almost cartoonish way. It makes the redemption she goes through feel sour and forced, since the book this movie is adapted from insists that she learn a lesson, rather than by any merits of her character. In the original novella, it works better with Scrooge because there's always this feeling that any one of us could become like Scrooge if we made the same choices, making his redemption seem as though we are redeeming a part of ourselves. In this load of a movie, Eden is just like, arg, and then she's like, and then she goes, yay, and that's pretty much it. There's also Catherine Beadnell, Eden's best friend and substitute for Bob Cratchit from the novella. Catherine is a costume designer who works at Eden's theater, and is just so sweet and kind that you could swear there was actually a soul in that lifeless plastic body of hers. In all fairness though, Catherine is probably the best part of this movie, as Eden's actions against her, as well as their past together, do show a woman who tried to be good and selfless, but let the truth of life crush her generous spirit directly from Eden's influence. I think if Catherine had appeared in a different movie, but as the same person, I would enjoy her more. But because she's trapped in this nightmare of a film, she has no choice but to be saddled with crap dialogue and shitty, stiff animation. Then there's the ghosts, spirits of Christmas past, present, and future, who visit Eden to beat the niceness into her with reflective imagery. Now, I've never seen every single adaptation of A Christmas Carol, but I have to say these are probably the worst portrayals of the ghosts of Christmas I've ever seen. I'm not saying there's any particular standards, since fiction is fiction, but in this version, the spirit of Christmas Past is a hyperactive teenage girl. No, you know what, movie? I'll just stop you right there. I have better things to do with my time, like repeatedly bash my head against Charles Dickens' gravestone until my sinuses liquefy. Now, are there actually any good things to talk about in this heap of shit called a movie? Actually, yes, there is. But just one thing, mind you. The score for this movie was orchestrated by the Czech Philharmonic Chamber Orchestra, and yeah, some of their renditions of holiday classics are pretty nice. Even when they're sung by the characters, it doesn't really feel slapdash or anything. It's got a nice, genuine heart behind the music, like someone actually decided to start giving a shit for about 5 minutes before dunking their head back in their bucket of cheap scotch. Alrighty, now time for the bad things, right? Well, originally I was going to indulge myself and pick apart this movie until there was nothing left but bones and bile, but I can't even muster the energy. I just can't even fathom why this movie exists. The reason I chose this particular adaptation over all the others I could have done was because I was genuinely curious to see what relation a perfect Mary Sue of a character like Barbie could have to Scrooge. And even that disappointed me, because Barbie is only in about 5% of the whole movie. Instead, we get this lazy, half-assed, and drab telling of the classic tale that appeals to nobody except the very young or Barbie collectors of the world. You know, I may not care for Christmas all that much, but when something is made with such passion and soul behind it, with deep roots in the author's being, only to have it be physically assaulted and dragged through the dirt like this is just insulting to me on a personal level. Not to mention you've got this annoying-ass and frankly creepy as all fuck comic relief character Chuzzlewit, whose one joke is that he wants to eat but can't when he's a ghost. And also, everyone seems to be doing at least a half-decent attempt at a British accent, but the main goddamn character decides she's going to be extra shit today and puts on such a bad impression of a British accent that it makes my eardrums take shelter in the depths of my colon. But honestly, what the hell did you expect? It's a direct-to-DVD movie with about a quarter of a paycheck's amount of effort thrown in, resulting in a bland, boring, and by-the-numbers experience that actually made me fall asleep while watching it. That's no joke, I really actually had to watch it the next day because I fell asleep within the first 15 minutes of the thing. But that's because, rather than getting you in the Christmas spirit, it just sucks the life out of you until you're all like, beep, boop, Christmas is good, buy more Barbie products just in time for Christmas. Now, I pride myself on giving everything a chance, no matter how shitty it may appear to be. And this is one of those only times where I actually got less than what I expected. And to be perfectly frank, I just do not have the patience for it. This movie is an exercise in how to bastardize a great holiday tale with the most minimal amount of effort, and it certainly succeeds at that with fucking fanfare, sucking out all the heart and soul of the holidays with its creepy, plastic gaze. I give Barbie in A Christmas Carol half an eye out of 5. So, Barbie in A Christmas Carol. Is it watchable? No, you know what? If you want to experience the classic Charles Dickens story, just go literally anywhere else to watch it. I don't care where you go, just somewhere. Not here. Just don't even give this movie the time of day. Is it enjoyable? Well, I'd say you get the equivalent experience of listening to Christmas carols on full blast in a really good pair of headphones while shoving Christmas ornaments up your ass. Is it memorable? No. Fuck no. No, it is not. Anyway, we've got one more week in this holiday fuckfest, and man, I am so ready to be done. I hate this holiday. I hate Christmas. I hate all this. All these movies are just so terrible and aggravating that it makes me want to do something terrible to someone else, just so they can feel my pain. I mean, I shouldn't try to deny my Grinchly nature. I should embrace it. Yeah, that's right. If I'm meant to be miserable during the holidays, then everyone else should be too.
You don't really mean that, do you?
Who said that?
I did.
Well, who the sweaty hell are you?
You could call me a friend.
Well, what do you want?
I know your soul has been hardened by all these awful holiday movies, but I'm here to show you that there is hope for you.
Oh yeah? And how will you do that?
You will see in time.
And what you have just seen is sorry. Want to stay up to date with the latest EyeofSol news? You can follow me on Twitter as well as on Facebook at twitter.com/EyeofSol299 and facebook.com/EyeofSol. I update them every day, so if you want to check out news on the show as well as updates, just follow the links here. Hey everybody, thanks a ton for watching my third movie in this holiday fuckfest. We got one more movie to go, so you're not going to want to miss it. If you could like, share, and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it because Christmas is coming up and that would be a really good gift for me. If you want to see the previous 2 Holiday Fuckfest episodes, you can see them playing on the screen right now. Or if you want to check out my various social media sites, you can see my links to my Twitch channel, Twitter page, and my Facebook fan page in the description as well as on the screen there for you. Have an idea for an animated series or movie you want me to comment on? You can leave me a message in the YouTube comments on any one of my social media platforms, or just let me know in any way you can think of to let me know what you want to see, and I will add it to my list. Alright? Thanks again for watching everybody, and I will see you for the final review of the year, as well as the final installment in the Holiday Fuckfest.